Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chawanne Burns. Please click that like button and that subscribe button. In today's video, we are going to talk about the economic injury disaster loan. I am going to give you approximately 7 things, checklists that you need to get your application approved. And if you are in the reconsideration process, you could also use this during your reconsideration process and how to get that approved. Okay, so if this is your first time applying for the economic injury disaster loan, or if you're applying for an increase, or if you are in the process of putting your reconsideration in there, we will discuss that during this video. Okay, so let's talk about reasons why you may be denied. For potential decline reasons, it could be your credit history. You know, the SBA requires for the economic injury disaster loan, you must have a credit score of 570 above. This is your Vantage score. If you want a free Vantage score, go to nav.com. I will link that in the description section, and you could get your free Experian Vantage score. You need a 570. Okay. Other reasons, you might have a business that's ineligible based on the NAICS code. Your NAICS code is, you could actually find that if you Google it, NAICS code, and whatever type of industry you're in, you could Google that. And if it's one of the businesses that the SBA does not support, you may be potentially become denied or be denied for your loan. Now, there's specific industries I know. It's investments, real estate investment, investment business, period, gambling, if you're in the marijuana industry, some type of industry where, like, if you are if you strip for a living, you know, some of those type of industries. I know tobacco and all that good stuff. So those industries, the SBA would not lend to your business. Okay, so ineligible business activity, and to find that, you have to go to the SBA website and they list all the NAICS codes that they do not approve for this particular type of loan. Okay. Delinquent child support more than 60 days. If you are in delinquency, it is up to you, your responsibility, to contact the court to get in a favorable standing with your child support, maybe set up payment plans. So before you apply or before you put in that reconsideration, get in favorable standing with the court system for child support. Okay. An economic injury is not sustained. Now, before, originally, the SBA were denying a lot of people because they were claiming that economic injury was not sustained. That might be because what type of business. If you have an e-commerce business, your e-commerce business may or may not was able to still operate even though the country was shut down. So if that's the case, if you're saying an economic injury was sustained, you need to prove on your P&L, and you could do a monthly time shot and send it over to the SBA from before the disaster and after the disaster, what gross revenues you had for those months. Okay, so economic injury wasn't sustained. Character reasons, felonies or fraud on record. Okay, so that's another reason why they would deny you. Unverifiable information. Now, I've been hearing a lot about that your applications were denied or have been denied because they could not verify your business or the revenues of your business. This is all about filing taxes and making sure you have a paper trail for your business, okay? applicants withdraws or fails to proceed. So at a point, SBA was sending out notification telling people, oh, you have 7 days or even 48 hours to respond to this message. If you don't, we will withdraw your application. So those are the reasons where you could potentially be denied, okay? You have up to 6 months to reconsider your application. So you have to actually manually request a reconsideration of your application. And if you are denied the second time, you still have some avenues where you could put in for reconsideration. Okay, so suggested documents when you request your reconsideration: a copy of your decline letter and a cover sheet, a short letter of explanation of why you was denied and why you think you should be approved for this loan. Copies of your most recent filed federal tax returns, including all schedules. Now, I could tell you, if you are a corporation, they're not looking for your personal returns. They're looking for your corporate tax returns. And just as if you are an LLC, they're looking for your taxes, but they're really looking for your that form that you fill out for your LLC, your profit and loss statement form, okay, that you file on your taxes. Is drawing a blank, I forget what the form is called, but that's what form that they're looking for, okay? And your government issued driver's license, a completed SBA form 3502, a completed and signed copied form of the 4506T. And if you have your credit score and your credit issue, any credit issue or history, they want a complete copy of evidence showing that you have been repaid or repaying some of your business loans and show your credit worthiness as a person, okay? And they would like for you to complete a SBA form 2202 form. You might ask, why does the SBA often want to ask for your tax return? This is that verifiable information. If you haven't filed taxes, and if you fill out that 4506T form and you didn't file taxes, what the IRS is going to send them is nothing. They're going to say, hey, we can't find any information on this person in their business, okay? And like I said, if you're applying for reconsideration, file your taxes first before you file for reconsideration. If you are one of those people, you know you're filing late, and I'm specifically talking about your 2019 taxes, make sure those are in there for several weeks before you put in for reconsideration, because you'll get the same results if your denial reason was for the unverifiable information. Another reason why they wouldn't be able to verify you, if you filed for your EIN number for one and you're filing taxes under another, that's probably the main reason why they can't find you, because either the name or something doesn't match with your EIN number. Okay, so those are other reasons. Credit history. If you are denied because of credit, all you need to do is boost up your credit above the 570 and ask them, and when I'm saying them, SBA, to re-pull your credit under your reconsideration. And you can include verbiage. I received a denial for the, and I'm asking for reconsideration, okay? Blah, blah, blah. I will put this verbiage in the description section. All you need to do is copy and paste it, okay? Now, and you could state, now my credit score is such and such. Please reconsider my application for this loan. Include your bank account number and your routing number. Okay, include your EIDL loan application. Now, also in the description section, I will also give you the reconsideration email. Okay, the reconsideration email. And when you send that reconsideration in, you should get an immediate response saying, hey, we received your reconsideration. It will take a couple of weeks for us, but we're processing applications as we receive it. Normally, what I've been hearing, reconsideration could take up to 3 weeks, and then it could be several months. So it all depends on your circumstances. If you have a more difficult, if you were denied because of multiple reasons, you will probably have a longer time for them to reprocess your application. But if you received a loan and you got denied for the increase and you put in a reconsideration, the SBA already loaned you some money. So your reconsideration should be as easier than a person that's initially been denied for the loan. Okay, so I hope this information helps you out of getting approved for your economic injury disaster loan. And let me know any questions or comments that you may have in regards to the SBA economic injury disaster loan, and I will try to address them in my next video. Okay, so thank you all for tuning in. I am sending all my good to you, and I will talk to you soon.